friends, it's Brittany at Ink and Papyrus. How are you? This is my travel journal from my trip to Little Cayman Island, and I had an absolute blast making it. So I think it's about time that we do a full flip through. I can't wait to show you guys. So let's dig in. So you'll see here, this is a pink sari silk closure with a palm charm. Love it. This quickly became a travel journal of palms and pink flamingos. This right here is something I just clipped on. I got this beer bottle, beer top from, this is the beer of the island. They drink that a lot there, White Tip Lager. And what I did was, I actually want to make some of these with you guys. So much fun. So I just I put a layer of hot glue, laid the twine in there, put another layer, put some green and blue seed beads, put another layer up top, and put the turtle in there. And just put this around a paper clip. Heck, why not, right? So if you saw the original video I made detailing how I made this cover, you probably remember the sewing was a disaster. There was something I did wrong. I think things were threaded incorrectly, and my sewing machine just hated me for putting it through. I think the cover was really thick. This fabric here is really thick, and I got a ton of nesting. So instead of crying and throwing it away, I just kept going, and what I decided to do is take this flamingo confetti I got from Michael's. I think it's regular, because everybody naturally has flamingo confetti laying around, right? And just decided to kind of cover up the nesting and use it as grip for the confetti and the hot glue, and just went along this terrible sewing job I did and glued down the flamingos, and I think it kind of worked, actually. I love this cover, even though it was a disaster and I wanted to cry when I was originally making it. So enough chatter, let's get inside. Okay. So here I have some of this ephemera is just the travel things they give you when you're going through customs. I have just a destination sticker, Little Cayman, some verbiage from a magazine. I put the coordinates of the Airbnb I stayed at, and this is from a digital digikit, just with some flamingos. So this is some trim up here. This is sewn. This is from an extra customs card I was able to snag. This is the flag. They're a British territory. Me hanging out. Okay, so here what I have is I love starting a travel journal with just the trip there, the adventure there. So I have our bag tags here. I did decoupage of the napkins they give you on the plane when they're doing the beverage service, and that's the crazy person I went with. I put here just the day that I went, and I put one of my favorite quotes. It is, of all the books in the world, the best stories are found between the pages of a passport. And unknown, so I just put unknown. Bag tags. I will link in the description box the some of my favorite ephemera to collect while I'm on a trip. I have our customs card here. I took a picture, a screenshot of a map, and just got it printed as a photo. It, like, you know, when you rent an Airbnb, you can they won't give you the exact address, but they'll put the location of the general area you'll be staying at. Okay, so I left these cards in here. Okay, so these are just bag tags, just to show you can spruce up the most boring pieces of ephemera you collect. I just took some cardstock and lined the tops and stickled them, and the backs were just plain, or I put just some see-through paper here. I don't think it's vellum, it's easy to write. I think it's tracing paper, so that I can write on the back. I still have to do a little bit of journaling in here. But otherwise, this is done. This is a vellum pocket. Here, I just did some watercolor painting. Really nothing fancy at all. But I basically wrote about the adventure there, which involved, embarrassingly enough, me leaving my dive knife in my carry-on. So that was quickly confiscated. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. I'm lucky I didn't end up in a jail somewhere. This is an extra like declaration card that's from a beer can. Some stickers, some more watercolor paintings, some flowers. These are the paperclip ephemera or paperclip charms that I made, the altered paperclip charms. I will link the video in the description box under related videos. I had so much fun with these, and I love attaching them to trim and page tabs. Okay, this came off of a beer bottle, a beer can rather, so I made a little cluster out of it. This I altered a picture just by cutting it straight down the middle. I think it just adds character. I like it. So I journaled a little bit about the island itself. I really like documenting things that may seem a little bit mundane, but maybe, you know, years down the line when you've forgotten parts of your trip, things that may jog your memory, and just educational bits about the places you see. So Little Cayman is one of 3 islands that make up the Cayman Islands. It is about 10 miles long with an average width of 1 mile, and most of the island is underdeveloped or undeveloped. The first recorded sighting of Little Cayman, along with Cayman Brac, was by Christopher Columbus in May 1503 on his 4th and final voyage, when heavy winds forced his ship off course. Columbus had found the 2 smaller sister islands, Little Cayman, Cayman Brac, and it was these 2 islands that he named Las Tortugas. Okay, I altered these pictures, fussy cutted them out. I think it just adds pizzazz instead of, you know, putting just the entire picture in, cutting around the plane, the prop. I think it gives it some dimension. I like putting coordinates. It's a territory of the UK, population 161 as of 2021. So this was a small island. Here I have just made a scrappy notebook out of our plane tickets and have some journaling on the back. Here's an altered paperclip. I tucked some pictures, some beautiful pictures from the sky, some palms, and I made another scrappy notebook out of receipts. Some washi. Okay, I did some more journaling. I cut out some pictures. This is the smallest airport I have ever seen. It's Edward Bodden Airfield. It is, you can barely even tell there's a runway, we'll put it like that. So here I just journaled a little bit about us riding our bikes. I put a picture of my comrade on his bike. I did a little bit of painting, some shimmer watercolor, kind of made a sky, put some pink, a palm, kind of trying to tie everything together. Here's a receipt that did not hold up well. I've noticed the receipts always fade over time. I think I'm going to start laminating them. I thought, oh, well, I'll preserve it by putting some matte Mod Podge down, and it really faded it like right away. The receipts that I did not Mod Podge are still looking fine, so Mod Podge is not the way to go. This is from a store, the only store on the island. It's like the size of a Wawa or Circle K. There's basically what you would find there, except maybe a little bit of meat and fish. It's nothing to write home about. It's funny. We actually went with meat in our suitcase, frozen meat, and luckily we didn't have any delays, or else we would have been really hungry. I made these little journaling cards to put in this picture. I slipped the picture under because this is the middle signature page, and I slipped this under the binding, put a charm on. I just put little brads over the fabric, and I will do some journaling on there. And I've taken 3 different pictures and kind of incorporated. Iguanas are big there, the rock iguanas. They take their iguanas very, very seriously. They're protected. They actually have a fatality marker. There was a 1 iguana road fatality this year. There's a big like fatality marker. It's kind of wild. It's, you know, they care, but it's crazy. And then washi around the around the edges to kind of frame it. This is a scrappy notebook. This is a belly band I made. I stamped a clamshell and fussy cutted it out. I put a tea bag. I'm gonna do a little journaling in here, but it was like such a restful vacation, and this is one of the teas that I drank while I was there. It was so restful. It was wonderful. I'm sad that I have left. I'm gone. I'm ready to go back. This is an altered paper clip. I folded, we'll have to make these paper clips together. I basically folded up, you just kind of make it like a book. You slip this paper clip in, you glue, and then instead of gluing the whole thing down, you just flip up a corner. And then I decorated it with a different color, so it's very clear that it's kind of try and make it like, you know, 3D. Yeah, just to add some dimension and some character and have some ladybug. It almost looks like the ladybug's crawling in under the paper, at least to me and my warped mind. I just made an envelope out of paper. I'll do something with that. I'm not, see, so a journal is never done. I always want to do more to it, but that's just a picture. Did some stenciling, had some stickers, made a little tab, beach more, worry less. I love that. This was a day that we chose to explore the island, the only day we had rented a car. So this is a map of Little Cayman. This is, I think, Sand Point, a point of sand beach. It's a beautiful view. Here's the map. This is just us in the car driving. So continue on. This is us in the car. This is still our footage from our one-day rendezvous. I cut out a picture of the license plate, the Mini Cooper emblem, because that's what we got, and that's you drive on the left side of the road. Steering's on the right. It's, you know, British territory. Palms, us. So I cut these down to accommodate the travel size journal. I journaled on some of these. This is, so I will link the video. It is things that I love to journal about, how I love to journal about them. I talk a little bit about the journal prompts that I like to use that I think really capture the memories of the trip well. But I think the prompt for this was, you know, name something, talk about something that really surprised you about your trip. And I put, I absolutely couldn't believe how small and desolate the island was. Apparently only about 100 to 150 people live there. By the end of our trip, it felt like we had already met everyone on the island. Everyone we ran into, we'd either met at the airport or on the dive charter or while we were out and about. It has to be hard to live there given how few resources there are and how expensive everything was. Our Airbnb hosts even had their own well and generated their own electricity. So really cool place. Talk about being self-sufficient. Okay, this is ocean hair and mask face after snorkeling at Point of Sand. Again, I cut this picture out. So I think I love incorporating pictures that are altered in some way into a layout. Sometimes you get home with a ton of pictures, you don't know what to do with them, and you don't want to just, I don't like to just glue picture after picture after picture. To me, it makes it look too much like a photo album, but you still want to incorporate your pictures in a creative way. So that's how I like to do it. So I did a video on the layout. Here I will, sorry, I did so many tutorials in here, but I will link that in the description box. I actually did this just with some distress ink, a hot glue stamp, did some stenciling of palms, put some words here, some more stenciling there, took a beautiful landscape picture and put it in with washi tape. And this was another photo. This was a turtle nesting beach, so I incorporated that there. Should have put a turtle there. I'm trying to find a turtle that's small enough. Okay, scrap a notebook with some stenciling, some more pictures of the beautiful view from our porch. Put some stickers on each of the papers. This is snorkeling pictures from Point of Sand. I fussy cutted a map out. These are some more snorkeling pictures. I'm gonna do just a little bit of journaling up there. This was the quote-unquote Smurf condo we passed by. Pretty cool. Everything was designed as in the way it is on the Smurfs. Just pictures from the trip. I put the name of a sign, or the road that this picture was taken on. This is their little lighthouse. Really, really small, but nevertheless, that's where it was. So I put the geographic. My pictures actually came with the geo tags on the back, if that makes sense, just the location. Some came with coordinates, they all came with the date and the time. So I just cut a piece of an excess picture I had that I wasn't going to use and put the back there. This just, I don't really know what this means. It was just some wording on wood that we saw at the lighthouse, and this is some watercolor background. Us, some beach chairs. This was a tide chart when we went. It was super, super windy. We almost didn't, like several of our dives got canceled, so the weather was kind of a big deal, so I did a little journaling about that. I have some geographic details in there. I cut out a rear view mirror, cut out a compass on fabric and put this way. So see, like layering things, incorporating, you know, different kinds of media, photos, stenciling, fabric, you know, there's so much you can do. So we dove and it was phenomenal. I have to journal a little bit about that. I logged in my dive log our max depth, the air we started with, air we ended up with, how many, you know, PSI, the times we got in and out of the water, and some specific details about the dive sites. This was incredible diving. The reef was amazing. We dove sites on Bloody Bay Wall. Incredible. I found online free ephemera of the wildlife that they have there, and so I just punctured a brad through. I printed out the fish that are typically seen there and printed it on heavy cardstock, and you could do some journaling, but it almost looks like specimen things, you know what I mean, and made a fish altered paperclip. I love this layout. Okay, on to the next. Sorry, this is going to be a long flip through. I can feel it. I'm talking too much. So the coral gardens were absolutely gorgeous. This is just one of those puffy stickers. Made these altered playing cards with this confetti like paper with some blue netting. I don't know if you can see the netting, but I just glued on some washi tape and some whale fabrics and stickled some bubbles, and I love how those came out. They're adorable, just a little extra. Again, I love doing research when I get home from my trips, and I printed out a map of all the dive sites. So this is where I'm going to do a lot more journaling about my dives. Here is a list of many of the species of sharks that have been seen there. I got these from digital kits, I think from the Graphics Fairy. Yeah, we were greeted by a shark and a ray. It was an amazing trip. The dives absolutely made our trip. The water is so just incredible. And seeing a shark swim right by you is just like magnificent. Here are the rest of the fish that I printed out. There were a ton of crabs there. They were around every corner, so that's where this came from. More dive pictures with some washi. There was an entire wall of coral. It was incredible. That was just a shark casually swimming by. Incredible. Incredible. More dive pictures. The coral gardens. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Don't mind. I had this like stupid little hat sticker, and I was like, oh, it was the last sticker on the sheet, and I didn't want to throw it away. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it on myself. I think I look like a tool, but whatever. More information about the geography and just different facts about Little Cayman, the geology, some of the flora This is just views from the pool. We had an incredible view. Dive pictures, some page tab with some more altered paper clips. I took a paper clip, I wrapped fabric around it. I tied some cording to this end, threaded the bead on, and then tied it off there, and then just added some jump rings to add a little bit of extra fun things to play with down there. Okay, journaled about my dive trip. Here's another altered paper clip. I love these. Here, fishy, diving in Little Cayman was nothing short of incredible. Bloody Bay Marine Park was absolutely as incredible as everyone said it would be. The reef was so colorful and incredibly healthy looking. Bloody Bay Marine Park is north of the island's southeast tip. Most sites are on the edge of one of the Caribbean's deepest drop-offs of approximately 6,000 feet. The reef was teeming with beautiful fish, just like this one. Okay, this is the beer. This is the label from the lager that I peeled off. This is the shark casually swimming by, so of course I took the liberty of decorating with shark stickers all along the edges. I love my postcards. A little notebook. You can journal on the back of these if you want. I have a little bit of netting on top. An altered paper clip with an octopus on it. Love, love, love. This is a little journaling card I made, just layering some cardstock, some fabric, little embellishments, and I just stapled together some of these like printable bookmarks that I can journal on. Again, staying with the ocean, the nautical theme. Okay, this is one of my favorite embellishments I'm about to show you. So, Little Cayman was amazing, sort of untouched, and there was sea glass everywhere. And I came home with a thing full of sea glass, and I lined an envelope, a windowed envelope, with this beautiful blue and gold cardstock. Put the sea glass in, sewed around it, and I put a little piece of paper here and just wrote sea glass straight from Little Cayman Island. There's some of that like corrugated cardboard. I put a little gesso on there and put a little, is that like a snail or not a sand dollar? Something like that there. And I have a postcard behind it of the palms, and I found this little embellishment in my stash that says sea glass. How perfect. This is the altered paper clip I made. It has a crab on the back. In the front, it just has this beautiful glitter cardstock, and I put a jump ring through a hole and put a sand dollar embellishment. This is a hidden paper clip. I should do a video on these. We'll make these soon. I do like my hidden paper clips. Okay. This is just a scrappy notebook I have secured to some vellum paper. This is a pocket. I have a couple other things I want to add. This is ephemera from the cardboard container that the beer came in. I thought, how cool, I'll just make that right into a pocket. I took the top of the holder of the beer can and I lined it with some ocean, like some blue and sand colored cardstock, and just put a sticker of a whale shark in there, and it says made in Grand Cayman. Okay, this, I love this layout. These are some stickers, a pocket I made, and I loved going back. And so what I did, I went on Cayman's tourism website, and I found their Department of Tourism has listed some of the most common sharks that are typically seen there. And I love going back. I'm such a shark nerd. I love going back and researching about things after I see them and learning more about the places that I go. And I journaled a little bit about each of the sharks. This is a whale shark. Amazing. If I saw a whale shark, my life would be complete. But I put a whale shark is slow moving, filter feeding carpet shark, and is the largest known fish species. The largest confirmed individual had a length of 61.7 feet. They inhabit the open waters of all tropical oceans. Their lifespans are estimated to be between 80 and 130 years. So I went through and I did a little bit of journaling about each of these sharks. And I learned so much. So I love doing things like that. So take advantage of sites online that offer free pictures, free printable ephemera. You can learn so much about the places that you go, the wildlife there, the flora, the fauna. Here I have, I found, I had some pictures of birds that we saw there, and this was a reference paper that I found online and printed out. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling about the birds we saw there, and I found this envelope from a printable I had of just a bird in all of his glory. Oops, this is like a tight pocket. Yeah, and just put some tags behind him. Okay, this is a flip out that I did. So I actually made, this is a pocket. This is the flip out. So this is actually the rest of the beer thing. It's one piece. So I just glued like this to make the pocket and clipped it, flipped this out. This is actually about macro photography, diving photography. It's maybe a little out of place, but I found this when I was researching the sharks, I think, or just Little Cayman in general. And some of the pictures were beautiful, and I just thought it was fun. Okay, this is from an old shirt I got at a thrift store that was nautical and had boats and palms on it. And so I just cut out the pocket and glued it on as a pocket. Pretty cool, right? I love this layout. Just two pictures of the beach and a little bit of journaling space. This was totally a flamingo layout if you couldn't tell. Here's a flamingo paper clip I found, a flamingo tag. I love making this ephemera. Some little flamingo pictures. This patch I've been wanting to use forever. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like, I had to use him here. Like, he's been waiting for this moment. So these are the rules that were posted at the Airbnb, so I took a picture and cut this out. This is kind of some of the decorations that were there. This is just a printed, this is some of the flowers that are there. I can't remember what they were, but I printed it on cardstock and kind of made it into a postcard. These are some of the birds we saw there, ching-chings, aka grackles. And just a little information about them. I posted I glued in a picture of the view from our porch because that's where we would sip our coffee in the mornings and off the grackles come visit us. I had these really, really cool out there, like embellishments from this cardstock pack I had. So I just made this picture of our Airbnb pool into a pocket and added some journaling cards and just put those as toppers and put a little mermaid tail in there because I love swimming in the pool. Contacts, check-in, check-out days. Okay, I will link the video for this, but I loved I made a video on ways to utilize photos in your travel journals, and we made this flip up together as if you're looking through a window, and I absolutely love making these just with vellum, some cardstock cut cleverly. You can make things look, it's like you're looking through a window out to see that beautiful view. I love that so much. This is an altered paper clip, my happy place. I made this postcard. Yeah, I'll do a little journaling on there. See, I still have more journaling to do. I just stenciled on this envelope. Oh, I had this palm card that somebody gave me, so I just lined it with paper. Some extra writing room. I stickled along the top of the envelope because why the heck not? We're almost to the end. Speaks for itself. A postcard of the iguana. The restaurant we ate at was the Hungry Iguana. So I altered the pictures, cut them up to kind of give them a little bit more dimension. I'm going to journal some facts about the iguana on the back of this, because they're huge there. Like I said, they're protected, and yes, it's the animal of the island. I wrote about our meal, the awesome food and drinks we got there. It's the only meal in the restaurant. This is us. I stashed some extra pictures. This is the view from the hungry iguana. The view from the hungry iguana. Did a little stenciling to spice things up. These are okay. Our Airbnb host had beagles, beagle puppies there, and they made our trip. They brought us so much joy, seeing it, because we missed our boy. So they came out and greeted us, and they sang the song of their people to us every morning. And we love their company. So I journaled about that. This is the view from the pictures from the Airbnb. It was called Just Chillin'. Just chillin'. And that's exactly what we did on this trip. Just chill. This is a blank page that I have to do something with. This is me. Put some more receipts back there. A little belly band. Oh, you know what? I made that. I thought, oh, I'll make a belly band, and then decided, you know what? I love this so much, I'm just going to glue it all the way down. Not going to put anything in it. I'm just going to leave it as is. This was some page. Oh, so this came from the washi, the faux washi I made using watercolors. I will put that video in the description box as well. Okay, I mistakenly did not leave with any Cayman currency, because everything is in, they use USD everywhere. So I didn't make it out with any coins. So what I did is I printed some coins out on cardstock, and twice, and glued a front and a back together, and made some vellum pockets with washi. Same with these dollar bills. So I did get to leave with some Cayman currency. It's just fake. But you have to put some currency in your journal. There's an eel postcard. This is a pocket. I have a couple things left I have to put in here, but this is just a paper bag from the boutique I shopped at. An envelope to put a couple of things in. This is the plane ride on the way home, the view from the sky. I'll probably add a little bit of extra journaling just about the end of our trip. I was so sad to be leaving. This is I had a shell patch that I put in. It's a lot of texture. I stapled a picture of my boarding pass and the view from the sky as we left. This is from the washi tape. I just made a belly band for the back. I had a few pictures left I wanted to incorporate, and this was one of the planes. I just cut it out, and to signify the end of our trip and us leaving, which was, the saddest part. But I absolutely love this trip. This trip made me want to travel again somewhere really soon. Traveling is just good for the mind, the body, the soul, exploring, learning new things. It's great for you. So guys, I hope I inspired you maybe to go somewhere new. If not, maybe if you're landlocked, I hope I at least inspired you to, even if you just wander down to to the city next to you, just to keep a journal of memories that you make day in, day out. There's always something to learn. Or something new to explore. So if you found value in this, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you the next time.